Hey everyone, today we'll go over the half anniversary stream for the counter side, 2.5 origin anniversary to be precise, or 5.5 for someone who's been playing Korean server like me. But anyways, let's go over the live stream because there's actually a lot of details to go after. Yeah, let's jump in and talk about it. So first thing they showed is a new PV for the next Awakening character. We just got the illustration teaser and we didn't have any other information other than that, but they actually showed a new PV, so let's go through it together.
짐승이라 함은 세상 천지를 혼란스럽게 하는 세 마리 괴물이요.
그리고 삼군무는 그 세 마리 짐승으로부터 이 땅을 수호하는 관리국의 별동대라.
그것은 천년이 흘러도 변치 않을 우리의 운명일세.
그 운명이라는 것은 영원토록 돌고 도는 저주와 같구나. 뜻을 행함에 있어 필요한 것은 칼 한 자루요. 이번에야말로 그 악순환을 끊어낼 테니. 관리국 상군문 별동대원 연화, 범 잡으러 가오. 노라고 잡구나. 넋이 나갈 때까지. 흩어져라. 굽이치기. 바람은 솟아오르고 산은 휘몰아쳐라. 애써 도망치려 노력해도 당신은 끝끝내 날 쫓아오고 마는구나. 카운터 사이드 메인 에피소드 14. 봐라.
So that is the next Awakening unit, Yeonhwa, which is the mother of Jisoo, as you can tell from the name, as well as the style she is having, as well as her weapons, which is eventually passed down to Jisoo. But she is going to be designed as a defender class unit, and she can also grant buff within certain range on the battlefield. I think that's the buff she is applying. And even though she's a defender unit, she is going to be much more DPS oriented, and she will have some strong enhanced attack based on number of hits she receives, and she will be also having a bit of the counter aspects, much like Jisoo. But overall, very exciting character to be introduced in terms of counter side lore, and really liking overall design. One thing I really like is the overall kind of ultimate cut-in, how it connects. I think we've seen really cool units over years, but this is much more dynamic than the ones we've seen before, I feel like. So I think they definitely did a pretty good job giving her some fancy illustration cut-in. But that is pretty much it for the next Awakening units. We'll find more about it as we get the story and the actual units next week. So just a few more days of waiting. Next, we have the new counterpass unit, which is going to be the Vesca. She is going to be new SSR 3-cost ranger, and she has a concept of creating explosion using, I guess, powders. Not sure what kind of powder it is. And she makes her first appearance and plays an active role in the main story, episode 14. Vesca's skill design centers on using her enhanced attack, which gets stored whenever enemy or ally deploys onto the battlefield, so she stacks that way. And each time she uses her enhanced attack, the cooldown of her ultimate skill is also reduced, applying a smooth linkage between her enhanced attack and her ultimate, so that sounds pretty cool. And her enhanced attack is also especially effective against enemies with high evasions as well. Maybe she'll be kind of lower version of Solbei, but it sounds like she should be able to mow down certain defenders pretty well. So we'll see what she'll be doing. But she's a counterpass unit, so it will take some time for it to come out. But quite excited to see when she comes out, see what she can do. We also have another SSR unit, which is Seosaeng, and he is scheduled to release in September. He's also Ranger class counter employee, making his appearance in main story episode 14. And his skill design is that whenever he uses his special skill, it increases the number of hits in his enhanced attack. This allows him to easily take down defenders who are vulnerable to multi-hits attacks as well. Therefore, key to maximizing his potential lies in using his skills more frequently to make his enhanced attack even more effective. Even more rangers coming out in counter side to mow down the defenders. Lastly, we got the operator version of Jisoo, and she will be coming next week along with the Yeonhwa's release as well. And this version of Jisoo is actually her before she joined the Six Wings, and this is the time when she was in old admin most likely. And she is also going to be coming with some unique operator skill which notifies buff from enemy defenders and striker while applying a debuff that increases the damage they receive as well. And if the affected employee's cost is above a certain threshold, the debuff effect becomes even stronger, so it will be great units to take down enemy strikers and defenders pretty quickly, even though I feel like certain units already do that with the certain operator, so I'm not sure if she's going to be meta breaking units. But regardless, still probably go for single copy and see how she will do. Pretty excited to see this new design of Jisoo, or the older design of the Jisoo, and she probably has a link to a sword fighter as well. I think it's more apparent now with this design. It's been a theory for a while, but yeah, I think it's very apparent. But we'll see how things will turn around. Let's find out. Next, we have the new lines of skins, which was teased with the roadmap, and we finally got a bit more looks of it and how it moves. And first skins we have is Anilla, guide up to clear blue cost. She looks pretty. I think the blue color she has really fits with her hair color as well as overall outfits and the vibe of the summer. So really liking the design so far. Next, we also have a Felix skins reveal as well, which also looks really amazing. Can't wait to go after both of the skins. And also, if summons the Felix brings out, we'll be also getting some skins onto them as well. I think there's a bit of teaser that we can see from the PV here. I'm assuming it's going to be wearing those outfits that the people wear whenever they go on the beach. But yeah, both skin looking really nice. Can't wait to go after them. And they also gave a teaser for the next Gauntlet skin as well, which is going to be for Awaken Horizon, and it's going to be themed after like a police, like space police. So quite excited to see what it's going to look like. I mean, Gauntlet skin has been really amazing lately, so can't wait to see what they can bring for the Horizon. They said it took a long time to make, or it's taking a long time to make because it is a mechanic, and Awaken Horizon design is really awesome, so it's probably really hard to top that, so we'll see what they can do with it. Next is the mainstream episode 14 story elements details. It's going to be the story that connects past and the present together, and it's also going to be featuring Yeonhwa for the past stories, I guess, which was one of the main character for one of the old admin squad back in the day. So I guess this is much more Korean themed for sure, and I'm quite excited to see what she is going to be bringing and what she is also going to be fighting as well, which looks to be pretty scary looking monster, most likely corrupted objects. So I'm really curious. It's also going to be showing or explaining why Shield is working along with the Sixth Wing at the moment, and Jisoo is probably the character that's going to be connecting them to a certain way. And not to mention Shion at the moment is with the scavenger, they're on the ship with Spencer as well, so quite excited to see where they are going to be bringing, because they really want to wrap the story around for season 3 by next anniversary most likely, since they say early next year. So we'll see how story will be unfolding, but they're really trying to accelerate to get to that point. Next is also personally pretty big news for me, which is a gear storage expansions. 200 slot is pretty big increase, so can't wait to go and unlock more slots. I've been really need some additional slots, and gacha games I think generally run into this problem, and the storage expansion is actually a pretty big deal for sure. So them finally adding this is actually really surprising for like almost 6 years old game. So I would say that's pretty welcoming change, and hope they can add a bit more. I will take additional 300 slots to make it 2500s. But yeah, that is pretty good upgrades for storage expansions. And some of the quality of life changes they talked about that's going to be coming as well, which is going to be the permanent currency drop bonus for substream and permanent rate increase for awakening exclusive gear. So you should be able to farm the gear anytime you want Next is the raid reward upgrade and revamp. To simply put it, they got rid of T5 and T6 from the reward pools as well as a crafting pool. So you are only going to be getting T7 gears now, which is really good change for sure, I would say. I have a bazillion tokens laying around that I can craft now, and they're all going to be T7 gears. Next is the additional higher tier model challenge stage. So basically for a bit more effort, you are able to gain bit more modules, so that is always good. Next is pretty big change as well, especially for newer players. They are going to be adding kind of friend support unit types of thing, so you can borrow friends units to do kind of main story if you kind of get stuck or some other stages, but mostly it's for newer players. They said it cannot be used for something like PvP. Maybe they'll expand a bit more in PvP, we'll see, but as of right now, this is definitely a pretty good feature to be added in for sure, and they can always expand on the later with the certain game modes and such. But yeah, pretty excited to see this feature getting added, and if your friends borrow your units, you're also going to be getting points as well, and with this points you can buy this title. And also they talked about the balance adjustments are coming for the more of the lower kind of usage employee, and the first character we are going to be seeing is Nequitia, as well as Evolve 1 and Harp as well, and Harp will change quite a bit as well, since it will change the confusions debuff that it does to the enemies and change more into supporting your allies instead. And Mavka is also going to be getting buffed as well, and some other characters be getting buffed as well. They said 10, so 6 more characters that we don't know yet, but they are going to be getting buffed sometime in October. Next is the new content, which is called the Great Expedition, and it's PB content, and I'm surprised they actually added this. It's something I've been asking for a while. But the Great Expedition is a new dive event featuring roguelike system where you are presented with the multiple choices and results change based on your decisions. And unlike the standard dive, the Great Expedition will only be available during specific event periods, and instead of using your own units, basically kind of game gives you starting units, which is going to be N grade units, and as you go on, you're going to be obtaining more higher tier characters. You are able to upgrade your ships, level up your characters and such, and you are going to be beating the final boss. And in addition, playing this expedition will grant you exclusive points that can accumulate and exchange for rewards, and unlike other events, there will be no ranking system tied to these points, so allowing all CEO to enjoy the events without the competitive pressures. I think Arknight is the best example, and no other games has done that, and I don't really expect to get to that level with this game either. I don't think even Enfield will actually able to replicate what Arknight did with the roguelike mode. So I'm not expecting too much here, but it's something new, and I really would like them to just build a foundation upon it. Like Arknight didn't get to the current roguelike mode they have at the moment. It took them KOV and many other trials on that. Then they came with the Phantom, then they came with the Mizuki, and so forth and forth. So if they can just slowly build up on the foundations with a lot of great examples out there, especially from the Arknights, I think this could be really fun mode with a lot of potentials. So I'm definitely willing to give a lot of feedback for this as someone who played the Arknights for a long time. Like one of the main reasons why I still play Arknight to this date is definitely because of the roguelike mode. If they didn't add that modes, I think my interest for the game probably would have dropped quite a bit. So I would like to see them to expand more of it, and I think we got some cool bosses, cool stages and all, so there is a lot of assets to be reused, so just go crazy, I would say. And starting in September, they're also going to be adding this kind of special stories that's kind of on the rotations as the season 3 reaches to its final climax. Like I said, their goal is to finish it by early next year. So they are going to be giving a bit more of what's happening around the world with the characters we have at the moment. So I'm assuming this is going to be kind of like a mini stories we have that we got in here and there time to time. So it's probably the expansion of that. So we'll see what we'll be getting. Probably should be pretty good additional information for the characters. And can't wait to see how the season 3 will be ended. But still more than half years to go after. So let's see how they are going to be getting there. Next is some of the additional UI updates. Basically, you are able to see what's going on within the battlefield much easier with this new UI update. They can say they can turn it on and off, probably going to be having off entirely most likely. But if someone really needs some visual guidance of what is happening, who gets killed by who types of thing, yeah, they are going to be adding that. Next is the new login event rewards for all the players and mainly for the new players as well. So they're basically going to revamping the login event rewards. So if you started recently, don't worry, you should be able to get the existing one and this one as well. If anything, I guess best start to start right now is before next week, so you can get the 2 lines of login event rewards, I guess. So do that right now, I would say. Lastly, they are giving a bit of summarize for the anniversary rewards, and same as ever, it's going to be giving 1 selector for awakening units and SSR units tickets, random awakening tickets as well, so you are going to be walking out with a total of the 3 awakening units for free, so that is pretty good. And they're also going to be making events a bit more easier to finish. So in case if someone joins at last minute, there are going to be less time-gated missions for you to finish these missions. But overall, that is pretty much it for the anniversary summary. And quite excited to see all the new units that's going to be coming out, as well as a new game mode, like I said. Pretty surprised to see that, and can't wait to see what they can do with it. I'm pretty hopeful. It's going to be a very small startup, but playing Star Savior, I think probably felt a little bit more confident about making roguelike mode, and they can always expand from there. So really excited to see what they can do. Like I said, they got a lot of assets they built up over making game for past 5 years or so. So if they can reuse that asset smartly, they can definitely come up with some fun content for sure, I would say. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys next time with more video. Thanks for watching.